Hey guys, Salamangreat deck profile here of 2019 Dark Neostorm Salamangreat deck profile. Let's get started. To do the ones off quickly, I'm just going to put both of them down and then tell you why I play them. I run this one just because I can reset spell and trap cards from the deck when it's sent there, and I mostly send it off Gazelle. There you go. Falco's in the deck just so you can get into those combos with the Link monsters and then get into Violent Chimera and just say F off to your opponent.
Also, I call foul.
And also just to do the meme when you want to call a judge. I run 2 Cascadia Reckless just because, one reason, this card blows up shit. Just by tributing it from a Link zone. Like, special summon, tribute, destroy your monster. Or if you want to be a douche, just say special summon past turn and I have a 20,000 defense beater on board. So it's like, mate. Moving on to the next 2 Flame Buffaloes. One reason, this helps you get the Gazelle. It helps you get this little buddy right here to the board. And also, it helps you get 2 free draws due to the chain. So the chain.
I should have said in my video, Flame Buffalo will be added.
Yeah. Due to the chain effect of this, you can chain 1 Banelanx and 1 chain 1 Banelanx, chain 2 this, so you can get that free draw. And 90%, I promise you, you will hit the combo 2 pieces you need off this one card. Trust me, I've done it at I did that at regionals, and
got you top what?
That regionals I did not get top 1. At the regionals I got the combo off of this card with. I got top 50 out of 380 people off this one card.
No, with this stick I would probably get like...
You'll probably get top 380. The very last number.
No, watch. Just like, next year I just start scaling up. It's just like, hello.
Now, most people say, Drago, why do you play 2 Salamangreat Jaguars when most of the people only play 1? I play 2 due to the fact that, well, buddy, it's called the card Call by the Grave. Target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it. I've been hit on this card with Call by the Grave ever since I started playing Salamangreats. That's why I run 2 of it, mate. Because on the next turn, I promise you I could just special summon a new one and go off. So that's why I run 2 of them.
Your friend here runs 3.
And my friend that's right in front of me, he runs 3 Jaguars. It happens. It's a thing. Not everybody likes running just 1 copy of every card, okay? Now I'm gonna make a meme after when I get done when I get to spinning. I play 3 Salamangreat Foxies. People here, I'm about to make a meme on a lot of you fools. Most people say run this card at 2 because you don't want to see it at often off the mill. Mate, if you run 2 of this card and you say you don't want to see it off the mill, I run 3 of this card. You know what I say to you? You're pathetic. If you won just 2 of this card, I am sorry, but I'm through with you guys. If you don't want a playset of every main card of this combo pieces of this deck, stop playing Soul Burner. Stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You sirs and misses are pathetic.
I don't know what the fuck I did.
Now 3 spinnies, and again, if you run 2 to 1 of this card, again, I'm sorry, you're pathetic. Now, here's the funny thing about this card. This card helps you get your combo. This card helps you get into Marshalios. This card even helps you get into your Link foreplay, which I will be showing you in the extra deck. You play 2 of this card, I'm sorry. You are a pathetic duelist. Very pathetic. As my other friends just said. Now, I run 3 Salamangreat Gazelles.
Hell with this, let me see that deck. I'm gonna get him right here.
And this card lets you get the
power move. Bam! Do it, Matt. Kill him with 1 card.
It's just a deck profile.
This card right here, this card lets you help you get off your main combo pieces. This lets you send your Roar, your Spinny, pretty much any Salamangreat card you need to grave.
Will, Fusion of Fire, Circle,
Sanctuary, for the love of Christ.
If you run 2.
If you run 2.
I mean,
I won't even call you pathetic on that one because that's just lower than pathetic.
Well, I mean, you could side deck 1.
You can side deck 1. Moving on to hand traps, I will get to my extra deck and side deck after I get done with everything. Moving on to my ones of hand traps, of course, everybody knows that hard card that hits dinos when dinos came back. And that's Mrs. Ghost Ogre.
Danger Dino Thunder.
And that's this card right, little baby right here. You go to say UCT? Oh, I say Ghost Ogre.
Well,
goodbye.
Welcome. Your friend says you're welcome.
Now, moving over to the next, my 2s of the hand traps. I run 2 effect failures just because 1, mate, you're gonna go out to the effect. No, just you have no effect until the end of your turn. And of course, everybody knows when you play a Salamangreat deck, you gotta run the Princess, you gotta run the 3 copies of Ash Blossom. If you don't know what Ash Blossom does, sir, alright, sad duelist.
You don't know what hand traps do.
Now, I'm sorry to the people who are starting in Yu-Gi-Oh! And haven't seen a hand trap yet, or don't know what the Salamangreat burner deck is, but this hand trap right here pretty much lets you stop your opponent from sending cards to grave, special summoning from deck, and adding to hand.
So Blue Eyes is
pretty much Blue Eyes, DC, DDT, DT, or just pure dinos are pretty much royally fucked with this card because
it will allow you to send it to grave.
I'm not allowing you to send any cards to grave, and I can do this card 3 times over on 3 different turns. And also, the fun part about this card, it's a fire monster, meaning Wolf, my Salamangreat Wolf, can add it back to hand. What do you know? When your opponent can add back a hand trap from graveyard.
Oh god.
You ain't doing shit, buddy. Now, moving to spell cards, of course, everybody knows you run your 1 Salamangreat Sanctuary because you only need it for that 1 turn just to say, oh, I'm really about to fuck your day.
Oh, you could side one.
And also this helps you relink your monsters. Literally, this card right here, you activate this, you can replay a link monster just using the same link monster as the full material. This card right here is freaking broke.
I didn't explain the combo like I said I was supposed to. Whoops.
Now, my friend, in his deck profile, he does not play the card I am about to show you. I play this card due to one fact. If my opponents go to activate anything that would stop me from attacking you, mate, I don't really care because I have more copies of cards in my deck that I could just do the plays all over again. I introduce you to Cyber's Backdoor. This card right here lets you tribute that 1 Mirage Stalios you have on board by banishing it until your next standby phase. And what do you know? This helps you re-special summon Spinny, Gazelle, Jaguar, and a whole lot of other monsters lower than what the hell did you just do? Lower than the monster banished by this effect. And then also during your next standby phase, guess who comes back to your board? The monster that was banished. Now moving to the last but not least, the 2 1s and everybody knows these cards that are mainly in the deck. 1 Super Poly and 1 Fire Fusion. Now my friend here knows what I can do with these 2 cards. He's witnessed the fusion chain. He has witnessed the full power of Silent Chimera times 2. Pretty much the chain is you activate Fire Fusion, then you chain Super Poly so your opponents can't activate anything. But the sad part about Super Poly is I must discard 1 card. If I don't have an extra card at hand to discard, I cannot do the chain. But the fun thing about Salamangreat cards are...
we add back to hand.
Practically what my friend just said. We add back to hand, so I'm going to have a card to re-discard. Moving on to 2s in the deck.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
2, Salamangreat Reincurrences. This card right here my friend does not have because he hasn't got it yet. This card right here lets you, once it's either activated due to yourself, you can add 2 Salamangreat cards back from your graveyard. Or, here's the fun part, If it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect under your control, you can add one Salamangreat spell or trap card to your hand other than Salamangreat Reoccurrence. That means you can get my little friend here by a fusion to hand really quickly, or your roar or your rage to hand without even having to search. Well, you have to search for it, but you don't have to use a monster for it. You just have to get rid of a spell. Next on the twos are your two Salamangreat Wills. My friend plays the same ratio as I do with this. Because of one reason. This card has two effects. This card lets you tribute this one card, target one link monster on your board that's been re-linked, special summon to 3 special summon monsters up to its link rating. So you mostly target Heat Leo. Tribute this card, re-special summon 3 monsters back from your graveyard in defense mode that are Salamangreats, and then just go off.
That or use its second effect and
or use its second effect and special summon one from hand or graveyard. Next on the list of 2s ofs, and then I'm hitting the 3s of spells, and that'll be it for the spells. 2 Twin Twisters. This card just pretty much says, Royally, fuck your back row. Practically. 3 Salamangreat Circles. This card lets you search off your Gazelle, Foxy, Spinny, all any monster you need at that time and that point. That's pretty much all it's useful.
I want to use this one because it can be used for side.
I'm good. My side deck's different than yours.
Okay.
Now moving on to the ones up for the hand traps. I play quite a few of them. I play one Salamangreat Rage, one Solemn Judgment, one Solemn Warning, and one Solemn Strike. I run these in the deck because one reason, I don't like my opponents having any monsters on board before my turn is done with them. So, yeah, this is just a royally no. This is literally the royally no hand right there.
Unless they have the same card. There's just like...
Now, moving to the 2s and the final traps, the 2 Roars. This card is your main, and I mean your main negator. You get this to board, you can set it once, and then once you set it in the graveyard and you have a monster that has been re-linked on your turn, just go, oh, set this back from graveyard. But the side effect due to that, you would have to discard it from grave and banish it because of its own effects. Now, due to you guys, I'm almost out of time, but I will try to see if I can fit the extra deck and side deck in here. Now, for the extra deck, of course, everybody knows you gotta run your 3 spinnies. This card right here is literally your terraforming. People say Balinx is not a terraforming. Mate, on this card, summon, you search for your field spell. This is a fucking terraforming as a monster. Try again. I know this deck like the back of my hand. Next on the list with 2s of 2 Dolet Charmas. This card is literally your Witch for the deck. This also lets you add your Ash Blossoms back to hand when it's destroyed, because you can add 1 fire monster back to hand when this card leaves the battlefield. Also, it boosts your fire monsters by 500 attack. Also, weakens all water monsters by another 500 attack.
So that weakens the Atlanteans and all that.
Yep. Next up on the 2, you will see people play 3. I play 2 because, well, 90% chance I'm getting them both back to the extra deck. 2 Salamangreat Wolves. Again, I just need it for this card for that one turn just to get the 1 cards I need, and then that's it. I don't use it no more. My friend, he will be playing 3 copies of it in his deck. His ratios are sort of like mine, but sort of not. Next up on the 2s ofs are your 2 Heat Leos. You really just need this card for 2 of, because you can just cycle the next one back in back with Jaguar. Once you hit this card, you're pretty much your opponent's done. This right here is just one of my true mini forms. Yes, I just said a Dragon Ball reference there, and you can deal with it.
Well, you're about to get one.
Now, moving on to the last but final link monster for the deck, and you guys will probably appreciate this one. Blueeyesgod. Reason why I play Blueeyesgod in this deck, because one reason, his effect is Once per turn, you contribute 1 spell or trap card in your spell or trap zone, special summon a monster from the graveyard. That lets you get not but 1, but 2 chances of getting Violent Chimera to board. Also, here's the fun effect about this guy. Quick effect, you can turn one of your monsters face-up attack monsters to defense position. Then pretty much you can just do piercing damage with Jaguar. So it's just pretty much fun. Now moving on to the next the X season is pretty much my 2 Stalios. People run him at 1 because you say he could just be Stifle him. I play 2 because I mostly would fusion summon this one away and then never use it again until I get this one out. So it's just good to have.
You can also run the Signet.
You could also run the Signet cards, like Signet Backdoor. I don't run Signet Backdoor because, for one reason, I'm not a big fan of it. It's literally Rhoda for a price. Moving on to the fusion for the deck. My friend wants to do a meme to this because he hates this card. It's 2 Salamangreat Violent Chimeras.
Objection!
He's a Dragon Ball player, as you could tell. Get that out of my face.
You're one too.
Okay, yes I am. I am sorry, but I am a Dragon Ball player too. But this man is a meme for Dragon Ball. This is your OTK card. Once you hit this on board, you pretty much attack your opponent's monster whose attack points have been altered due to Heat Leo. And then just say, "You're dead, sir. This is game. You're done." And if the opponent's go to activate the most funniest card, Mirror Force, or any card that says, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy this card, I take no battle damage." You know what?
Balinks.
You know what I said to that?
Balinks.
I banish this motherfucker from graveyard. You still take the battle damage, and you still take over 8,000 to the face.
Your friend runs
My friend runs 2 different fusions. He also runs 2 copies of this, but he runs a different fusion in the deck. It's called Predaplant Dragon, and then Predaplant Starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
They're not different.
And
they will help the deck. If
he helps the deck, if you play the correct combos. I play 1 Sneeko monster, and that's this card right there. It's a Cyberus Quantum Dragon. For one reason and one reason only. This boy protects all my creatures on board except for himself. Which your opponents will not probably really realize that and just pretty much surrender. My friend here did that. Now, you want to hear something funny? This deck, I'm okay with it. I love this deck. I could do combos like that with this deck. I played a dude, he wanted to play a video duel with me. I made the duel surrender before I even got Violent Chimera on board. So what I'm telling you is, play Soul Burner. Soul Burner will make your opponents want to cry because you're literally going to wreck their childhood.
That or Danger Dino Thunder.
That or Danger Dino Thunder will wreck a Salamangreat's childhood.
Yeah.
Moving on to side deck. 1, Joel and Lockbird. 1, Ghost Sweeper. Those are the 2 main hand traps you'll be seeing in most my side decks. One reason, when you're on your opponent's turn, side deck this to go second. Activate the effect. Make your opponent have to banish their Sunlight Wolf, their Heat Leo, their main key combo pieces. Just get rid of them, and it's like, well, fuck you, game 2. And they will do that. Moving on to the Predaplant engine, you would also see this in my friend's deck, but I side deck it. Just because sometimes I don't like being such a dick. 1 Predaplant Opus Scorpios, 1 Predaplant Cobra, and 1 Lonius Blossom. These 3 cards let you search for Super Poly like that. And then you pretty much go Fire Fusion Chain, Super Poly, you're dead. So yeah, that's the Predaplant engine. You guys don't have to run the Predaplant engine, but I like to because pretty much you go from him to him to him, and then you overlay these 2 into Mirage Stalios. So you no longer have dark monsters on board, you pretty much just go straight back into fire. So, it's practically a fun deck. Now, moving on to the card you mostly will see in tournaments due to the people that wanted this card to come back. 2, the Ring Dragon of War Spear Modes. Reason why this card's in my deck, because 1, it's the ultimate kaiju, and also it was the first kaiju. pretty much tribute 3 opponents' monsters.
Lava Golem was.
Okay, Lava Golem, then the Winged Dragon of War. But Winged Dragon of War is better because you pretty much put a level 0 monster on your opponent's board. Sucks. This will be your tribute summon for the turn, and this will be your normal summon for your turn. But we are Salamangreat players. You have a level 0. We're going to turn into a level 5. We're going to kill you. You're dead. Game over.
You could run Lava Golem in this deck because he's fire.
Yes, but not everybody. Lava Golem's okay, but it's just
That one.
Moving on to the spell cards in the side deck. 1, Child's Play, due to prank kids, pendulums, and stuff like that will most of the times always summon. Once you hit 10,000 life points, your monsters are pretty much indestructible.
You're untouchable.
Next spell I play is my quick play spells, Crimson Cyclone. Yes, this card is a wonderful card because I pay life points. Pretty much I have to pay 1,000 life points and then banish 1 card on the board. I don't really care about life points because 90% chance I'm going to have this on board so I can get them back. So it's like, it doesn't really affect me, mate. Now moving on to the last card of the deck. And side deck, Unwavering Bond. This card right here literally says, fuck you to you pendulums, you sir are pathetic. This card, if any spell card or trap card are played in the pendulum zones, activate this card, negate, and banish it permanently. So it's just, I really fuck pendulums. Then that right there, my friends, are the Salamangreat deck profile, Dark Neostorm. I hope you liked it, and please comment down below if you guys would like to see more deck profiles and more video games. I did just get Grand Theft Auto 5 for my Xbox 360, so you will be seeing videos of that very shortly. But until then, I'm possibly going to be doing deck profiles for a little while just so I can get some money to get a camera. But if you like these, please let me know by punching that like button and subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you'll be notified of every time I upload. Also, I might be doing a Q&A questions later on in my YouTube channel. If you guys would like to ask questions about why I started YouTube and why I'm doing this, I would gladly like to do a Q&A with you guys. And see you soon. Peace.